Hello there, world of tankers, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Blitz, and in today's video, I'll be playing in the Tier 7 and Tier 8 Light, being the Kunze Panzer, and the Medium being the Defender Mark 1. Why will I be playing in both of these tanks? Because I think that these are going to be absolutely fantastic gold offers in the Blitz Fair auctions. Now, already, these tanks are quite cheap. If we make our way over to the Blitz Fair auctions, we can see the Kunze Panzer is 3,000 gold right now, and the Defender Mark 1 is 6,500 gold. However, in 6 hours, the price tag is going to drop 500 on both of these tanks. Now, judging that the Kunze Panzer only has about half of them sold, and the price tag's already going to be 2,500 gold by the time I wake up, that means that in another, I think it's every 12 hours it drops if I'm not mistaken, that means that I would say by tomorrow, or just maybe a day and a half later, this tank is going to be around 1,500 gold, which is insane to think about. I don't think it'll get any cheaper than 1,500 or 1,000 gold, but if you want my personal opinion, I would suggest to pick it up when it gets 2,000 gold. Because right now, you can purchase gold boxes when you get damage, and $2 is going to get you 1,500 gold. So essentially, you can get a Kunze Panzer for just about $2. That is insanely cheap for what is an absolutely fantastic Tier 7 Light. Then we move on to the Defender Mark 1, which is also only sold about half. We can see the Defender is going to drop 500 gold in just a couple hours as well, and then it's going to continue to drop as well. I would guess easily the Defender's at least going to drop 1,500 gold before they're going to start to sell out at least a little bit, which would mean that, well, yeah, you can probably get a Defender Mark 1 for about 5,000 gold. That means if you could get the Kunze Panzer for 2,000 and the Defender Mark 1 for 5,000, that means that just buying the single $10 gold box, you can get both of these vehicles if you just wait. I personally think that that's a very smart financial decision, especially because these are both fantastic vehicles. Let's start off with the Kunze Panzer. Everybody always wants the Dracula. It's a great tank. It's mobile. It's got a good gun. And let me make sure I set it. No, I didn't. Okay, there you go. Now we set it to the right window. But, for example, the Dracula. What does it have going for it? Great mobility, good gun depression, a nasty gun. What does the Kunze Panzer have going for it? Great mobility, good gun depression, nasty gun. Oh, wait, but it's a light tank, so it has better camouflage. And it actually has decent armor on the upper plate, which can allow you to get some troll bounces. The Kunze Panzer is actually a really good tank, and I would say it's just as good as the Dracula. And the funny part is that nobody plays it. You can see that we just HE penned the lower plate of a Type 62. And that's actually because this vehicle has very, very good high explosive pen. A lot of people don't know that, but it's pretty impressive on the penetration it carries with the high explosive. You can see there the M41 Jade is an easy pen with HE. And oh boy, I'm not too fond of what just happened to my teammate, if I'm gonna be completely honest. Meh, whatever. Bro, you just YOLO'd a Type 62, and now you're complaining about our team losing. That was on you, dude. That's all I'm gonna say. Alright, well, I'm gonna leave. You can see the mobility on this tank being pretty good, and my teammate was actually able to support me. Thank you very much, Borsig. I appreciate it. Let's just keep on going over here, and let's see if I can make it into this spot. I don't think we're detected, and this will be a very, very good position to spot anybody. Come on. Come on. Here, kitty kitty. What do they have? They got an M41D. Type 62's dead, which is good, and there is the T-34 too, who we were able to get one nice shell into. All right, let's see if we can bait a shell from him. Come on. Ah, he went right through me. I did not realize that he was also running the higher alpha gun. I thought he was actually running the lower alpha. So because of that, now we have 250 health, which, oh wow, the M41D is just absolutely ripping me to pieces. Well, that sucks. Yeah, that really sucks. Okay, well, not sure what to say about that. I'm probably gonna die, but yes! Oh, yes! Suck it! You can see, just like the Dracula, you're not going to bounce much in this vehicle. But I was able to work with my teammates and come out with a pretty solid victory. I'm not sure if that M41D's on my butt, but I'm just going to squeeze down low, and we should come out with a pretty nice game. We didn't do anything crazy, but you can see where the tank's great, and it's super mobile. We can also see, I mean, the mobility-wise, I'm easily speeding along, upwards of 60 when I'm at max speed. We're at 1,500 damage now, and let's just finish off the ISU 130, which leaves us with one final vehicle, the M41 Jade, who is definitely trying to rush me, but I'm going to load in one shell into his tank. There you go. And he's dead. There you go. So 1800 damage. We came out with a victory, spotted for our team, and even managed to live. The only player on our team that died was the little rain. Clearly was a loss, right? Yeah, sometimes the mentality of people is a little sad, but we assisted 1500, which means we were able to deal combined over 3000 damage. So, yeah, not a bad game at all. Second on the team. Now we make our way to the Mark 1. Now, I did want to showcase the HE pen on this tank. It's really good. Like, 66 mils of pen is the same as most 120 millimeter cannons. But let's take a look now at the Defender Mark 1. This vehicle is probably one of the best mediums still in Tier 8 to date. Why? Well, it's kind of like a Centurion Mark 5-1, where it's got really good turret armor. In fact, I'd be willing to say the turret on this tank is better than the RAAC. First of all, its side of the turret has spaced armor, and it's not like the Super Conch where you can actually heat through the armor. You cannot penetrate the side of this turret. I've been in tanks like Tier 9 TDs and shot at the side of this with AP, and it just bounces right off. It's absolutely stupid, but it's a huge savior for this vehicle. Add that onto the fact that this tank carries 10 degrees of gun depression and a 4 shell clip that deals somewhere upwards of 700 damage. Got great pen, 237, 271. Not only is this an amazing tank to grind credits in because you barely ever have to load premium ammunition, but it's just the fact that it's such a fun vehicle to play. So let's see what we can do in the tank. Now I will say, while the Defender does have great turret armor, it does not have any hull armor. The sides are awful. I have seen people squeeze HE shells onto the side, whether it's through the tracks or on the upper engine deck. You can do that. You can see the tank has no spaced armor, so it's not like the RAAC or, for example, the Dracula, where you've got some spaced armor covering the sides. Nah, that's not the case at all. So you got to be very careful about that, but it's not too much of a worry. That's really just more of a user error if you expose yourself to your opponents, because you really should only be trying to use this tank hull down. It's kind of like the playstyle of a Kranvang, just for a medium. Alright, well, we're going to chill here. You can see the accuracy, by the way, is amazing. Because this carries a Centurion gun, it features that amazing dispersion and aiming time that the Centurions carry as well. So we're just going to chill here. I did not realize that I have camo net on this tank, but the more you know. Alright, well, if the Panther 8.8 spotted over there, then I can basically predict the majority of everything is over towards medium, or heavy side. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to flank. Looks like our Dracula is going to capture the base, which is actually good. The Dracula is faster than me, so it allows me to use this precious time to get behind the enemy and possibly get a clip off before they start turning around for the Dracula. So we can see the SU-130 in the back, and we're going to aim in. Aiming. There's one HE, 2 shells. Okay, Brett. I can't believe both of those HEs missed. That's actually really sad. Oh well. We still took about 150 off of his tank, but not that much more. Okay, well, let's push this way. I think we'll be fine. We got 5 more seconds left before our clip is loaded, and we should be able to get some shells into the 53 TP. I'm going to make sure, though, that the SU-130 has a hard time hitting me. Well, that's an SU-152. You know what? 1, and a 2, and a 3, and anybody else? Oh, is the SU just going to keep on coming? Come over here. I got you. I got you. I mean, it doesn't matter too much. We only got hit once, and I'll be honest, the shots I fired on the SU were a bit poob earlier, but we're fine. 8 more seconds left, and I don't really have to put effort into this game that much. You can see just how nonchalantly I can just drive around, miss a couple shots. It doesn't really matter. SU, there's 1 HE, 2 HEs, 3, he's dead. Then we got the SU over here, who we'll just tap our last shell into. Come here, SU. I could have reloaded the clip, but oh well. Enemy almost damaged. Alright, well that guy's done, and now we're just going to continue making our way over towards... Let's go for the Panther 88 and the Luva. Those are the only players left with actually a decent chunk of health, so we're just going to reload. Is big. I have no clue what that guy means in chat, but there's 1, and a 2, and a 3. Oh, well, my Dracula ate that, but there's 3. And I mean, we didn't do anything crazy this game, but we did pretty good, and you can see where the tank is just fantastic. I mean, even though we didn't really use it hull down, you can just see where the gun is so nice, and if I had played a bit more aggressive, I probably could have done more damage this battle. I just kind of played poob, didn't really put too much effort in. It's like 2 a.m., so, yeah. We didn't get the kill, but you know what? Pretty good game. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. Just wanted to make this quick little blurb, just in case you were wondering if any of the tanks were worth it that were still for sale. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.